Hi and welcome back. Today too, we want to see how you change an adjective or a noun to a verb. But if you can remember, this should be the second. We've had a way of doing this before. So this is part B. That is the second one, I should say. So let's get started. Okay, as you can see, the word is stable. That is, if something is stable, it's not changing. For example, it's not like shaking. So to make something to be like that, to make something not to be changing, to be fixed, you say stabilize, stabilize, stabilize. So as you can see, the color, this is an adjective. Visual, that is what is talking about seeing. What is related to seeing, that is eyes seeing. Now for you to form a picture in your mind about something, that is to imagine it, you have the picture in your mind. So doing that, we say you visualize, visualize, visualize. You should visualize it. That is, you should have the picture in your mind. Form the picture in your mind. Sanitary. If you say a place is sanitary, we know that, we mean that the place is clean. There are no things to cause diseases there because it is clean. So the action, the verb, we say sanitize, sanitize. And then standard, if something is standard, the quality is up to the level that it will be accepted. So for you to make something standard, we say what? You standardize. You should standardize maybe the educational system of a country. Legit, that is, the law says it is not wrong to do it. That is, it is allowed by the law. The action, you say legitimize, legitimize. So if you legitimize something, you say that it is not wrong to do. The law says that it is not wrong to do. The same thing here, if you say something is legal, that is, it is allowed by the law. So to make something to be allowed by the law, again, we can use legalize, legalize, legalize. Final, which has to do with the end, finishing something. So for you to make a final decision about something, that this is the conclusion of my thinking, this is the conclusion of the idea, the plan, we say you finalize, finalize, finalize. Italic. Now, if writing is not like the stable, visual, all of them are not italic. But you can see the word here is italic, that is, it is not straight. The action of doing that, we say you italicize, italicize. As you can see, the word italic and italicized are italicized. Penal. You forget about the A and just pronounce it as penal. When you say penal, that's just talking about punishment. So someone to be punished, the law to ask someone to be punished, you say penalize. You will be penalized, for example. Sterile. Now if you say a human being, someone is sterile, or let's say even animal, we mean they can't have babies, that is, they can't produce them. And if you say that land, a piece of land too, is sterile, that is, you can't grow crops there, because even if you do, they will not grow. It is not able to grow crops. And again, sterile, you can use it to mean something that is clean, that is something that does not contain anything that can cause a disease. So the action to make someone not able to produce babies, or to make something clean in such a way that it does not contain anything that can cause a disease, we say you sterilize, sterilize, sterilize. Industry, we are talking about companies that produce goods so that they can be sold. Now, if a place develops industry, we say the place industrializes. So if a place industrializes, that is, you have the development of industry there. For example, I can say our country has industrialized, that is, has had the development of, or has developed industry. Politics, everyone knows this. So to make something related to politics, or to make something about politics, or an issue of politics, we say you politicize. Politicize. Symptom, that is something that shows that you are suffering from an illness, that is a sign. So something to become the sign, that is the symptom of something, we say symptomize. Symptomize. As you can see, the color here is green. That means they are nouns. Symbol. You forget about the B, just say symbol. Symbol. That is a sign, like a sign of that shows you that this is that, or this is that. Or if you are looking for this, when you see this sign, that is the thing. We say that is the symbol. So something to become the symbol of something, you say symbolize. Symbolize. The magnet, magnet, it attracts any metal that is close to it. And even a human being that attracts you strongly, you can call them a magnet. Like someone you love, say she is a magnet to him. That is, she attracts him. He is attracted to her strongly. You can even say a place is a magnet. That is, if people are attracted to that place. So the action of making someone to be like a magnet, or something to be like a magnet, we say magnetize. Magnetize. She magnetizes him. That is, she is a magnet to him. Good. vapor. Vapor, that is liquid, or when a liquid changes into the gaseous state, we say it is a vapor. Now, if the liquid changes to vapor, we say it vaporizes. Vaporizes. Terror, that is fear, that is extreme, great, or high. So fear that is extreme, we say terror, or we call it terror. Now, to make someone to be afraid in a very high way, or to make someone afraid extremely, we say you terrorize. If you don't do this, I'll make sure that this happens to you, this happens to you, or that happens to you. You say you terrorize the person. Economy. I was talking about not spending a lot of money, not allowing anything to be wasted, making the calculation to be not high. So the action we say economize. Like, I've only got 20,000 naira. For that, I can't buy anything I want. All I can do is economize now. That is, I have to plan. I will not spend highly. I only buy what I need and I do not waste anything. Sympathy, that is the feeling for you to the feeling of pitying someone. That is sympathy. So the action we say sympathize. You sympathize with someone, you show them that, oh, I pity you, I understand how you feel. So we say you sympathize with them. Theory has more than one meaning, but let's take one. That is something that has been said but has not yet become a fact. So, like, for example, human beings evolved, or human beings were monkeys, for example. So I say this is a theory. What I mean by that, yes, this is something that has been said, but it has not been proven. So it is not a fact. It is not yet true, but you call it that I believe in it. It is true. So something that has not been proven, it is called a theory. So to make something a theory, we say, or to form a theory about something, we say theorize. Subsidy, that is money that like the government gives so that the price of something becomes low. Like if something is to be 10,000 naira, so the government pays subsidy and it becomes 5,000 naira. So the payment that is made to reduce the cost of something, we call it a subsidy. Like what the government does. So the action we say subsidize. The government is going to subsidize transportation, for example. Memory, that is how you are able to remember something. Which means if you have a good memory, if you are told something, or if you read something, you don't easily forget it. It takes longer before you forget. So we say you have a good memory. So the action of reading something so that it remains in your memory, that when you need it, you don't have to open the book again. You can just use the memory to read it from the memory, we say memorize. I want to memorize the entire book. That is, I want it to be in my memory in such a way that when I want to read it, I don't have to open the book. Good. Harmony. If people are in harmony, that means they live with each other peacefully, no fighting. And if, let's say, some things are in harmony, we mean their combination matches. That is, this color and that color are in harmony. That is, the combination is a suitable one. The combination matches, so they are suitable. Or I should say, the combination goes well. So the action, you say, harmonize. That is, to make a combination of something, that to make a suitable combination of some things. Or let's make it this way. If things harmonize, we mean their combination is a suitable one. Their combination is a matching type. So they give an attractive result. That is, we say they harmonize. They harmonize. Pressure, like you must do this, you must do that. The action, we say pressurize. People are pressurizing him. The verb you can also use again, pressure. People are pressuring him. Do not pressure me. Do not pressurize me. Then analysis. The action, you say analyze. Paralysis. That is a part of the body to not be able to move, or even the entire body. That is paralysis. Then the action is paralyze. Paralyze. So like if you paralyze someone, you make the part of their body not able to move. Eulogy, just praising. This person is a great person. This is a good person, like that. The action is eulogize. Eulogize. Utility, that is the use of something. So to use it, we say utilize. Utilize what you have. Hypnosis, that is, you are in a state that you are not conscious, or like you are sleeping, but you can hear things, you can see things, and you can be asked to do something. So just like you are not in a complete state of wakefulness. So to make someone to be in that state, we say you hypnotize them. You hypnotize them. Demon, it just means what? Spirits that are bad, that are evil. Now, to make people think that someone is a bad person, we say what? You demonize. You demonize. Sometimes the words, the adjective, or when they are a noun, you see that the meaning sometimes is a little bit different from what you have from the adjective or from the noun. As in, then when you change the word to a verb, you find out that the meaning is sometimes a little bit different. Great. Item, that is something that is on a list of things. So when you have things and you want to produce a list of them, you want to arrange them, give them a list, we say you itemize. Then energy, as you know, so if you want to make someone have, or someone to make someone to have more energy, you say what? Energize. System, to make something into a system, you say you systemize. National, this word can mean this word can be a noun and it can be an adjective. For example, if I say a Nigerian national, I mean the citizen of Nigeria. And if the national can mean something that is under the control of government. So to make something under the control of a government, we say what? Nationalize. Like to nationalize companies, that is to make them under the control of the government. And then here, natural, it can be a noun and it can be an adjective. That is why the coloring is different. And you know that if something is natural, it's not artificial. And I can use the word natural to mean that you have you're born with a character, something that is a part of you, like you are a natural leader. That is, in your body system there's leadership, not that you learned it. So now in the action we say, or before we have that, if someone is not a citizen of a country and you make them the citizen of that country, we say you naturalize that person. Or if plants or animals start living naturally, growing naturally in a place, we say they naturalize that area or that place. Good. Private, that is not under the control of the government. So to make something not under the control of the government, we say privatize. If you like privatize a company, that is, you make it not under the control of the government. Feminine, that is what is related to women, or what looks like women, or what has the quality of women, or what when you see, you say this is related to, or this is more of women. So to make something like that, or to make someone like that, what you say, feminize, that is to behave, or to look like, or to be more like women, we say you feminize that thing, or that thing feminizes. Masculine, that is what is related to men, or what looks like men, or what when you see, you say this is how men are, that is having the quality of men, or the appearance of men. Now in the action we just say what? Masculinize. Maximum, which you know, the highest number of something, like that is the highest that you can't go beyond. In the action we say maximize. So you maximize something, you reach the highest number of it, the highest number that That's just the possible one that you can get. And the last word, that is minimum. That is the smallest amount. The smallest amount. Now, to make something like the smallest in amount, you say you minimize. And we can use the word minimize to mean that you reduce how the amount of something. It doesn't have to be to the least. So if you reduce the amount of something, you minimize it. Wow, 25 minutes. So I hope that was great and useful. Until next time.